What is up, guys? Flashfire here, and today I'm bringing you the Week 2 Battle of the PFC. This is the Hampshire Hawluchas versus the New York Kyogres, or Darkflame, whose channel link will be down in the description. Now, there was a team builder uploaded for this battle a little bit earlier today, so if you guys want to go and check that out, I will link it down in the description as well, so you can go and see what I think of my opponent's draft, what I think of the team I'm bringing this week, and how absolutely terrified I am. So, with that out of the way, I would love to ask you guys to drop a like down below if you're hyped to see the Hampshire Hawluchas attempt to take a second win home for the second battle of the season. This was a great battle, actually. I really enjoyed this one. So, we are just going to jump into this. So, looking at my opponent's team right here, he did bring a lot of the stuff that I was very afraid of. Mega Garchomp, obviously, as I said, I have nothing for. I have no switch in for that thing. This is going to be absolutely terrifying. That Mew, now, last battle I saw him bring offensive Mew, and I talked about it in the team builder. If it's offensive Mew, I can deal with it relatively well. If it's Stallbreaker Mew, Boom Bust does 2-hit KO it, but it will give the rest of my team trouble, and I'm not happy about it. Choice Scarf Jirachi, big threat to my team. Obviously, we have the Klefki and the Lantern as potential checks, but other than that, it's pretty spooky for me. And then Dusk Noir, had I brought Hitmonlee, would be very scary, but other than that, I think we're good. For Alligator, terrifying, although, as I said in the team builder, I do have the Rotom-Mow as a kind of panic button to get rid of that thing, and then Staraptor, I had it in the IEP for Season 2, and I know how powerful that thing is. It literally runs through my entire team. It 2-hit KOs everything, much like Exploud does to most drafts. Staraptor 2-hit KOs my entire draft, and it's terrifying. So, with all that out of the way, we're going to jump into the battle. Right here, I led off with Exploud because I figured I'm basing a lot of what I'm playing here off of how my opponent played in Week 1. Week 1, my opponent led with offensive Mew. So I figured if he's going to do that again, Exploud's a great lead. If he leads off with the Staraptor, we can switch into Klefki because the close combat is quite obvious. So we're going to lead off with Exploud right here, as he does lead off with the offensive Mew. Now right here, I knew there was nothing he could do to kill me. So I'm just going to click Boom Bust. It 2-hit KOs this, it 2-hit KOs everything else on his team. So we're just going to go for a Boom Bust as he throws an Ice Beam at me. And that is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage to the Mew. And right here, I'm just going to stay in and pick up the KO. I'm really not sure what other moves this guy's got on him, but I'm happy to get rid of him because he could be surprising and terrifying in the late game. So he's going to bring the Staraptor right here. Like I said, my switch into this guy is straight up just the Klefki, because we count it in team building. Close combat should only do about 30%. Goes to the close combat here, it does 56. Now that tells me straight away this is Choice Band Staraptor. So the first thing I gotta do right here, set up a Reflect. It gives me an extra turn to live. So he's gonna do 26% there, right? Now here, I fully expected him to switch out. I really didn't want to go for Thunder Wave because his switch into Garchomp was so obvious, but he stays in here and goes for close combat, just trying to take out the Klefki as quickly as possible, as we do go for a Thunder Wave right there. Managed to paralyze the Staraptor, which isn't as huge as it would have been if he was Choice Scarf, but it is still pretty big. Now, because he is negative defense, paralyzed, I have the Reflect up. This is what the screens were for. I switched straight into my Latios right here, because if he wants to stay in, I only take 22% from a close combat behind Reflect. I can set up Dragon Dances, and I can have a great time. So I pull a switch into Latios, as he, the very same turn, pulls a switch into his Dusk Noir, which is very sad for me. So I see that, and I run away, because obviously I'm physical Latios. This guy is known for getting Will-O-Wisp, so I've got to run away from the Will-O-Wisp. We're going to go straight into Boombox right here because we know we're faster than this guy. We can either force him to switch or do ridiculous amounts of damage to him. So we're going to fire off a Boom Bust right here. My opponent goes for a Thunder Punch. Now, I don't know why he's running Thunder Punch. There's nothing on my draft that's weak to Electric, but I guess it worked. We'll see. So we're just going to let Exploud go down right here, obviously. And then Flyby is going to come back out. Because I figured I can pick this guy off. I can get my Mega up, get my Bulk going, get my attack boosts, and just pick this guy off right here. We land the crit, not that it matters in any way. And he's just going to bring in the Jirachi. Now, I was terrified of this thing. I was actually so scared of the Jirachi. The set he brought was very strange. Considering my 3 OU picks are steel. I have Scizor, I have Excadrill, I have Klefki. I also have 2 electric types in Rotom and Lantern. I also have, like, I don't understand the set he brought, because he revealed the whole set throughout this match. His set turns out to be Toxic, Wish, Protect, Ironhead, which I guess is good for Toxic stalling. Like, don't get me wrong, that's great for Toxic stalling, but not when half of my draft resists it, and the mons that I'm most likely to bring resist Ironhead. I don't really understand the logic there. But he's going to Toxic my Lantern right here. Not that it really matters, because I do have the heal bell on this guy. I just tried to fish for the burn first turn, thinking he might be offensive, and then he reveals his set to us, which is why I feel safe switching in the Sizzle right here, because I know Ironhead will do nothing, and I know he can't Toxic me. So we're just going to bring this guy in, Bandit knockoff. Going to try to do as much damage to this guy as possible. He is obviously going to do the Ironhead shenanigans and try to flinch me to death. But we're going to break through on the second one, deal massive damage to this guy. And then we're going to pull a double into Fly B, because we know he has to Wish or he has to Protect here. So this is a good chance for us to get set up. We're just going to go straight for a Dragon Dance on his Protect. And then I predict, well, it doesn't really matter because he can't do any damage to me. So I'm going to get up another Dragon Dance as he goes for a Toxic. And we're just going to take him out with Earthquake here. Weirdly, he doesn't go for Protect. Possibly afraid of me setting up more, but if he'd gone for Protect, he would have got more Toxic damage or this kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't really agree with that play. But we're going to get Earthquake off right here, kill the Jirachi. Now, the thing is... Okay, so here he's going to bring in the Feraligatr. Now... I know that if I switch this guy out and preserve it, I win with Ice Beam. I know I can kill the Staraptor. I know I can kill the Garchomp. I also calced it. Dragon Claw does about 70% to Feraligatr at +2. So if I stay in, I lose. There's a big chance that I lose my Latios. And it's a much safer play for me to switch out and use this to clean up late game. So we're going to switch out right here, straight into the Lantern, because unless he goes for Earthquake, which there's no way he's going to do on a Latios, we're going to live the hit. He goes for a Dragon Dance. That play is so freaking bold. 2 Dragon Claws would have killed him. That was such a bold play. I love it. But like I said, I have the Rotom in the back. This is exactly the scenario it's for. This scares me. I don't like it. We're going to go for a Volt Switch here, I believe, as he takes me out with a Crunch. I'm not sure if that crit mattered. But it doesn't really matter either way. We're going to come in with Rotom, Revenge Kill with the Leaf Storm. Rotom has done his job. He's done me proud. Right here, we're just going to switch into the Klefki because we can. Also, you know, something crazy might happen and we might need Rotom to clean up the Garchomp. You don't know. So he gets full power there. It doesn't matter at all. The paralysis right there did not make a single bit of difference. He's going to take out my Klefki with the close combat. And now we're going to go into Latios, and because of that special defense drop, we're guaranteed to OHKO with Ice Beam. So Ice Beam is just going to clean up from here, and we are going to end off week 2, 2-0. Well played, Dark Flame, GG. I so enjoyed this battle. It was so good. Especially, like, for me, especially as I didn't think I had a single chance of winning this game. I'm so happy that I managed to get a, what is it, a 3-0? A 3-0. I'm so happy with that result. So we're going to end week 2 of the PFC. 2-0. Hampshire Hawluchas, undefeated so far. Long may it continue. And, yeah, so be sure to drop a like if you have enjoyed. If you are supporting the Hampshire Hawluchas in the PFC, go over to all the other people's channels and let them know that the Hampshire Hawluchas are the best. That's the plan anyway. Go and check out Dark Flame's channel, linked in the description, and I will see you guys next week for week 3.